Uh, Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 13th episode of the FD Hangout. We've got Tosin and Abdul here,
Yo,
and
what's up, yo? Like,
Yo, what's up? What's up?
Zach.
look at this dude, man. Like,
It's Sunday afternoon. The entire world is buzzing after Juventus claimed the Champions League, and it's just a beautiful day. No, Real Madrid. Real Madrid obviously won. Um, and no offense to the Bianconeri, but it was.
bunch of pussies, man. Bunch of losers.
I mean,
Habitual losers,
it wasn't
man.
even. It wasn't even like Atletico's 4-1, where they, nearly held out to the final minute to win it, and then Ramos comes in, boom. No, this was utter annihilation in the second half. Held it pretty close in the first half, and then Real Madrid just come knocking on the doors after halftime and really just steamrolled this Juventus team that that did so well against the likes of Monaco and Barcelona and Roma, some top quality teams. I just think it. I I mean let's start off this podcast by just talking about how dominant this Real Madrid team is.
Yo, Abdul, man, just have your fucking moment. We're just gonna have to say it again. Just,
You know,
dog, nigga speak. Just talk, bro. Like, fuck.
gonna be dabbing
Bro,
the entire
all
podcast.
right.
I just know it.
Well, I warned you guys about the BBC. I warned you about Buffon. You know,
Hey, man, dude.
like
Yo, can I just say this,
I
man?
told you, it's a different beast, bro. Like,
You know,
Yeah.
no, we look, man. I knew Madrid were gonna win, but I did not expect that kind of like. I did not expect you to
No, I
get
was just about to
like.
say.
no, I did not expect that. It's 4-1 is it's come on. Like I expected a 2-1. You know, it's
Yeah,
3-1.
dude, look at Buffon, man. Like, look,
But you know,
legend. You were right, dude.
that
Like
didn't surprise me at all. Like the guy's reflexes are not there.
the second goal, he was slow on his feet, and like Twitter, man. Like niggas is savages, man. Like they got the crying Jordan face already. Like they had it ready.
The
They
Milan,
had it ready. They were like, "Yo, it had to be done." Like, dog,
the
I was
Milan fans are
crying.
so cocky, man.
Dog, that was so
I
disrespectful.
I actually feel so bad, like, cause Buffon is just such a great guy. But like,
Yeah, like,
it's
dude.
the thing is, the media kind of forced it. You know, like the reason it's all the media's fault, cause like the media just pushed this Buffon, Ballon d'Or agenda so much that people had to pounce when.
Yo, because honestly, man, look, yeah, Juve were shit up until that moment. I'm not gonna you can't blame Buffon for the loss. That would be dumb. But
Yeah,
still,
but
like
I mean,
he's slow. He was slow on his feet on that
but
Casemiro shot.
Tosin, like, I'm sorry, Buffon is recognized as the greatest goalkeeper of all time. And I probably agree with that. But I mean, you have to in 2015, you could argue he cost Barca the second goal. I mean, he cost Juve the second goal against Barca. And again, last night you could argue that he cost them the second goal. That's it. Both goals literally changed both games. And if you're a great goalkeeper, no, like Neuer against Dortmund in the first 20 minutes of that game in the 2013 Champions League final, he kept Bayern in the game. Dortmund could have been 2-3 goals up. Casillas against Leverkusen.
Yeah, like
Casillas against Leverkusen. He pretty much won us that game. Leverkusen were the better team, in my opinion. If you look at that final, like all great goalkeepers have iconic performances. It's harsh because Buffon is past it. He's obviously not in his prime, so it's kind of unfair to say that. But when you look at how the media has been worshiping him for the last few weeks, like that performance was not good enough.
yo, Zach, you gotta speak to this, bro. Like, yo, Buffon taking a beating out in these streets, man. Like,
Dude, like I think
dude,
you recognize that Keylor Navas was probably Madrid's best player for the start of the final, and two, in my opinion, two top class finals for him. It seems a bit weird because he's only been starting he's only been a starter for 2 seasons now, and he really didn't even start until like February because of the injury this season. But he's really been a quality signing, I think. I mean, he's putting together a very good career from his successes with Costa Rica and his I think that there was a lot of talk about Buffon Ballon d'Or, which in hindsight was pretty ridiculous.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
let's decide whether or not he's the best goalkeeper in the world for starters before we even say he's the best player in
No,
the world.
I still respect. Like, I still think Buffon's easily. I think I still have him as my number one all time
No, I
goalkeeper.
agree too.
But
I'm not sure if he's
yeah,
in the world.
Yeah, one game shouldn't
yeah,
change anything. One game shouldn't change anything. We're just talking right now. Like I don't think he's world class right now. But if you ask me who's the greatest of all time, I'll probably say Buffon.
yeah. Let's keep
And
on. Okay,
Bull
so
too.
so man, dude, that honestly, that first half, that was one of the best halves of football in Champions League final. Like, I
Yeah,
really enjoyed it.
like it was
Um,
crazy because Juve started strong.
they
And
started very strong, and remember, Allegri has always said it. Like he said it in many press conferences before. Like, I wanna play more expansive against the Barcelonas and the Madrids. We want to play with them. Like that's how it should be normal for a team like Juventus to play Barca and Madrid and win. Like,
yeah, and
and that's how they started the game. Like, because honestly, from a tactical standpoint, Madrid's midfield, like, it was so narrow that the switch was there every time.
yeah, and
Every time.
if you remember, like they stretched Modric so much in that first half because
Yeah.
Alexandro was
Yeah.
really Alexandro would go every time. Every time the ball drops into midfield, Alexandro would sprint, and
Yeah.
Modric would have to pull wide, and then you would have the space between the line. But that's why Dybala kind of let me down because that's when you have to
Exactly.
demand the ball and try to like dominate the half spaces.
And actually, though, I think Allegri kind of told him to go wide right a little. And man, okay, when Juve were in the ascendancy during the game, like they should have, like, man, one of BBC should have been sacrificed because they needed, I don't know, I think Cuadrado and Alves should have come from because Alves struggled playing that high up, I thought. Like, I felt Alves was better at right back, and then you just put like some attacker. Like it could even have, oh well, Piaka is injured, but it could have been any wing threat down there. Like it,
Well,
I thought that would have been better.
though, to be fair.
Yeah, but still, like, man, Juve were just
Yeah, I think
disappointing all around.
like the game started off, they looked nice. Higuain looked pretty sharp, if you recall. Like he actually, I think
Yeah,
his
first 15 minutes.
his
Yeah,
first touch of the ball, I think he beat. Was it Varane? He switched it onto his right foot, like a quick switch, like the Iniesta switch, and then he looked sharp. And Mandzukic looked really nice in the first half.
exactly. Oh, Mandzukic was
Like
his best
what a
player.
player, honestly, for a guy that's that big to be that technically gifted. It's mad.
Yeah.
Like
And I
Did
would
you see the alpha dude? That alpha showdown, man, with him and Ramos.
yeah.
Like, dog, like you just those are two fucking winners right there, dog.
it's right there, man.
Like those are two fucking winners, man.
Yeah.
And
I think Abdul's got to take the L for the Ramos dive at the end, though. That was pretty disgraceful. I mean, no offense.
dog, yo, Ramos got that third CL. Like, he
Dude,
don't
I
care.
know. I
Who
mean,
cares? Who cares about the dive? The game was over. It was actually.
I know. I think people are making a big deal out of it, but I mean, it was a bit sus. But I mean, back in Barca's glory days, they were always accused of diving, and
I mean,
yeah, Madrid players do dive.
I literally went on some. I went on some Juventus channels and some Juventus accounts, and they were literally bitching about that dive. Like it cost them the game. Like,
Yeah,
it was mad. Like chill. Like
honestly, like, yeah.
Yeah, like the game was over by then, man. Like, dude, look, we need to talk about Juventus. We need to talk about that second half, man.
Talk about a leg.
So
So, talk about
Like,
your MCM, bro. Talk about your MCM.
dog, chill with that. But um,
No, I mean,
I just have to say, let me just say, like, Allegri, like, okay, wait, Juventus in the at the start of the second half. I don't think it was like an Allegri. Was it an Allegri tactical like fuck up? Because what I noticed is that Juve would recover the ball while being pinned deep, and they couldn't play out. They couldn't play the first pass. Like
I
every
think
moment, Sandro made mistakes. Not just Sandro Alves, Pjanic, uh, dude, even Khedira. Like on the build in the build up to the third goal. Oh no, actually, it was the third goal because Casemiro had the ball and he tries to switch, and then Sandro heads it down.
yeah.
And instead of Mandzukic to get to the ball, he lets Modric beat him to it. And at that point that Sandro heads the ball down, Khedira had already anticipated the ball, going forward. So he leaves, he vacates that space, and Ronaldo's in that space, like, and Modric. What can you say, man? What can you say? Like that
Yeah.
was,
yeah.
Modric pretty much called game, like
you know,
interception, pass, overlap, assist,
that was a master class in
how to play midfield.
man.
And just
Dude,
gotta play
Modric and
football.
like that was just a master class. Like this is why Madrid,
This is why they.
this is why we should have
Well,
them, man.
yeah, going back to the second half, like after the game when people were talking to me, I said okay, it was Allegri's fault, but looking back at it, there is no way Allegri, like, I mean, obviously he has to be responsible, but I think I think Pjanic and Khedira were tired.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I think they were tired. I think
How could they be tired at the beginning of the first half of the second half? Like
I don't know, but that's
that
the
makes
only.
no sense.
Like
No, because if you notice, the first half, Juve were pressing high. The one player that I thought was so lethargic in terms of chasing the ball was Dybala. Like he didn't he didn't put pressure on any of the center backs. And like a key feature of Madrid's build-up play is when Cruz makes himself available as the diagonal option for Ramos. Like, and when he does that, when Cruz makes himself available in that space, and you give him all that time and space, like you're just gonna get picked apart. Him and Modric, and Marcelo. We all noticed that he started the game poorly in the first half.
Yeah, Marcelo was like. I mean, I think Madrid, like literally every single player was amazing, but I think Marcelo, Bale, were probably the only ones who were like somewhat underwhelming.
Yeah, but the thing is, Marcelo, first half he was awful, and then in the second half, when Modric and Cruz took over, like Marcelo, it was just easy for Marcelo to be integrated into the game because he played like he played two sweeping balls from the byline right in behind the Juve's defense, one for Isco and another for Ronaldo, I believe. And like I think that made Juve a bit more cautious, and that was at the beginning of the second half.
I think I mentioned this on the last Hangout. That's Juve's weakness because if you recall, even in the Barca and in the Monaco games, that diagonal ball in behind Barzali.
Yeah,
Suarez got a lot of good like looks from that ball because it would switch. It was even I think it was Matthew that would play in behind Barzali and Suarez would get in behind. And against Monaco, it would be Durar from the other side in behind Chiellini, and Mbappe would kind of try to be on the first post. If you see in the first half, Barzali was getting caught out like all the time. And if you, I don't know if you recall, but remember that tackle Barzali made, like the last ditch tackle on, I think it was
Was it
Ronaldo or Isco. I can't remember.
Was it
Like
Isco? Was it Isco in the beginning of the second half?
Yeah, that tackle.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
Marcelo pass I was talking about. He
yeah,
kept playing passes.
yeah. That pretty much
Yeah,
showed the problem because yes, he got there, but he was getting caught out all night, and the fact that he got caught out is a problem. I mean, he did recover, but Ronaldo got in behind him. I mean, I think we could have had the penalty in the first half if
Mhm.
the ref was a bit harsh. I think Ronaldo could have had the penalty because one of Marcelo played one in behind Barzali. He couldn't get there, and Bonucci had to cover for him, and he literally took out Ronaldo. But the ref was, I mean, it's a final. He wasn't going to call that. But yeah, I think Barzali, he looks a bit, I think it might be time to retire.
yeah. No, I didn't think he was that poor
I don't
though.
know about that. I mean,
As you're
but did you
saying,
see that great tackle he had against was it Isco? I forgot.
Yeah, but if look, he
that's what
had
we
to
were
make that
talking
tackle.
about. Damn.
That's what I'm trying to say. He had to make that tackle because he was just out of position and so slow. Like he wasn't like Isco was actually behind him, way like a few yards behind him before the ball, and he still beat him to the ball.
Yeah, that's just a matter of it's subjective, that play. Like at one point, it's a great recovery, and then another you can just say, yeah, he's slow on the physical side. But yeah. Um so like what else happened? Like what else do y'all want to talk about with the game? Like cuz I just
Carvajal.
have man, Carvajal.
What a player! What a
Yeah,
player!
what a performance.
He has been out for like
Arguably man of the match. Arguably, you could argue for him as being man of the match.
Yeah,
Because the two most, because look, man, that Ronaldo goal, it was against the run of play, man. Because Juve, I just thought Juve were dominating at that point, and then Cruz beats Pjanic
hmm
and
Benzema.
finds Benzema. Benzema switches it out, and man, that cutback from Carvajal, man, the intelligence in that situation, just
I yeah we talk a lot about how I mean we talk a lot about how Carvalho never gives up and how he's a great defender, but he's really underrated technically. I think
yeah,
you see that that like that cross he has in his locker where he can just cut in and
Yeah,
sort of like almost go with his outside foot, you know, totally pick
yeah,
out.
those kind of
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think a single fullback in football, not even Marcelo, has that in his locker. I mean, that's
And he
something
does it.
like James or De Bruyne doing.
And he
Uh,
does it in big games, like against Napoli. He assisted a goal like that, the Benzema goal.
and that's for me. What's so crazy about this is that okay, last season, um, Madrid had one of the easiest walks to the final ever. They played, Wolfsburg and Roma and a terrible Manchester City team that was, dead man walking. This year they played Bayern Munich, they played Atletico, Napoli, Dortmund in the group stage. Some very tough teams, and yet at no point did they look even close to relinquishing their European crown. I think that okay against Bayern, sure there were a ton of bad calls, but I still don't think that um, Bayern looked close to taking over. Personally, I just think there are so many great teams in football, and yet none of them gave Madrid a fair fight. I think the only literally
Madrid had a tough.
that totally annihilated Real Madrid was Lionel Messi, and so um, I mean that's basically the season's takeaways. You know,
Yeah, man. So shout out to Zidane.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's
Zidane's
mad.
such a
Like
winner. What a winner, man.
if you think about it, Zidane has actually pretty much. I can't. The only big game that he has failed in has been like the El Clasico at the Bernabeu. Pretty much this season, that's the only big game where he messed up. That's
Mhm.
that's pretty crazy. Like he has
Yeah,
beaten like Ancelotti, Sarri, Simeone, twice. He completely demolished Simeone
I mean,
twice.
he deserves Coach of the Year, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's that's already reserved for him for
Yeah, he's
sure.
definitely win. I think this year's FIFA ceremony thing is just gonna be all
About
Madrid.
Madrid.
Yeah,
Like the World 11 will probably be Madrid.
yeah, because I mean, there's no.
Like seriously, like Madrid dominated everything this season.
No, I think Messi has to be there.
Well, obviously, but
Obviously, obviously, but
I
you
think
know,
it's probably gonna be like Buffon, Carvajal, Ramos, maybe who's center back? Maybe Bonucci or
Benucci,
PK.
yeah, Benucci.
Marcelo. The thing is, I think Danny Alves might beat Carvajal to the right back spot.
Yeah, that would be that would not
That would
be
be
that would not
so.
you can't
He's been
justify
great, to
it.
be fair, but yeah, Carvajal deserves it for me.
And I think the midfield, you're definitely gonna have Modric and Cruz again.
Man, look at Karma, man. Karma's dog. Look at Danny Alves, man. Talking shit.
When did he
Yeah,
Still getting punched in the mouth,
I was
man.
so
Like,
happy. Like,
boy,
damn.
Alves was one of
Damn.
Juve's only respectable players yesterday.
What are you, dude? He
he
was
wasn't.
awful.
No,
Awful.
boy,
Oh, bro, he was dude. He was awful. Like
no.
I remember a play where he intercepts a pass and he has Dybala to his left, wide open in space, overhits the pass across midfield. Like just the simple things like that he usually does. Like
Hmm.
just Alves wasn't at it, man. Like
Hmm.
Yeah,
so
I think Alexandro was Juve's best player in the first half for me.
yeah, he was very good.
He was really dangerous. Carvajal
Yeah.
had to really like uh
He put
contain
in
him
a
in that
lot of
first.
he was picking out players in the box like with those crosses.
Yeah, and I
Very good.
think
Yeah.
honestly, man, like people need to start respecting Marcelo's defending. It's honestly not that bad at all.
It's better than Alba's.
It's better than this Alves, I think.
No, it's better than Alaba. I said Alaba.
Alaba, yeah,
People always say that that like that Alaba is better than Madrid because he's complete, but he's not that complete,
yeah. I read something about someone was saying, what if? I think it was you actually. What if the reason Alaba looked great defensively was just because he was playing with Ribery under Hanks, and Ribery was great defensively. Ribery would always give him
Yeah.
that 2v1, against the other winger.
hmm
That's a
Wow.
good point. That might be. But I think Alaba, let's give him another season at least.
Yeah, but
Uh,
he's had two clunkers, man. This season and the last, like
like he was shocking at the against Real Madrid in the second leg at the Bernabeu. Like Ribery was actually really sharp in the first half, and he gave him so many openings to just deliver a good ball, and he was shocking. Like,
yeah, this is what it is.
Um,
So man, what next for Madrid? Like,
what is it next for Madrid?
dude, they've completed the sport, man. Like back to back.
They need to win the sextuple, I guess. To be fair, too.
Dog, they went back to back, man. No one who's gonna do that? I don't think any other team's gonna do that.
we have to also talk about. We forgot to talk about Ronaldo.
You know?
I think everyone kind of expected Ronaldo to perform this time. To be honest, like
Like,
everyone knew Ronaldo would score for sure, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
And
see, it's so funny, man. Like you still see though, like everyone's still, dogging on Cristiano, like, oh, people think he's gonna perform in the final. Like, come on. You haven't watched Ronaldo versus Juventus all these years. Like, what game have you been What games have you been watching? Like, Ronaldo has always shit on BBC. I'm sorry, like he's always done it. He's
yeah, because I was
always done
seeing
it. I don't
pictures and stuff of people posting pictures of the BBC and saying, "Okay, now it's real defending time. Ronaldo won't get a sniff." It's
like
just
y'all
so
tripping.
funny.
Like fuck out of here. Like dog, Juve fans, man, hold this L. Dog, Labille got that. Labille got that European trophy. hold this L.
Dude,
Hold this fucking L. Like, dude.
the quality of Coppa Italia is better than the quality of Europa League.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Dog, instant, instant, instant entrance into the Champions League, and we're about to slap their bitch asses in the group stage. Like, that's
Dude,
what's gonna happen.
he's not staying though. He's officially staying.
I think we might end. I think we might end United's season on the first game of the season. Cause
What, dog? What are you
Super
talking
Cup game
about,
might,
bro?
that Super Cup game might get ugly, man.
Laville about to come in there and
Like,
son Luca
bro, no
and Tony.
Griezmann, no Griezmann.
It's gonna
Catch
be,
the L, bro. No Griezmann.
dude. Man, what a fucking monumental L that was, man. Oh my god, dude! United fans, man, y'all saving face. Like y'all saving face, man. Like with this shit, like. Yeah.
The thing about Griezmann is that you can't really replace him. Like, what other targets can you get that can give you 40, 45 goals a season? And he's just a top player. He works hard off the ball, so he kind of suits Mourinho.
Griezmann scores 45 goals a season?
Yeah, but Griezmann scores 40 goals a season.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, check his stats from this season. He didn't get 40.
Oh, look, he's a world class player. I mean,
Yeah, I agree there, but I don't 40? I don't think
Yeah,
so.
check his stats for what do you call it? 15-16. Griezmann had 40 goals in 15-16.
Wow.
Not in La Liga, overall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know all comps.
No player scores
Still.
40 in the league. I think even Messi got.
I know you weren't referring to La Liga. Still, all comps, that's ridiculous. He
Yeah,
scored 40.
Griezmann is. I like to call him the mini CR7. If you think about it, he plays pretty similar to CR7.
Yeah, just so effective, and yeah, he would have been perfect for United, honestly.
Yeah, that's a big
blow.
like.
Give him an L, man.
And I think the problem is that United's targets, from what I'm seeing, are not that impressive at all. Like Michael Keane.
Like people are
Perisic.
dog. This is embarrassing. Perisic. No one. I don't care about. People are saying like, okay, it's because of his age. No, it's not that. I don't care that he's 28. That's fine with me. I don't care about his age. It's just every time I've watched Perisic for Inter, like
he's average.
He's a good player.
Yeah,
No?
he just looks average. He looks average. I'm sorry. Like
No,
he
he's
has a
actually
little
good player.
he has a little bit of Nani in him where he'll he'll want to try the spectacular. You know, always going for the spectacular.
Yeah.
But dog, he's not dude. When I watch Perisic, when I think of Perisic, I think of a great national team performer, like 2014 World Cup, Euros 2016. I thought he was Croatia's best players in both tournaments. Like that's when I think of Perisic. I think of him as like a good player for internationally. At club level, he's just never convinced me.
No, he is a good player, but I mean, if you're a serious club and you want to win, the Premier League, you want to do good. It's because United are in the Champions League. If you want to do good in Europe, that's not good enough.
It's not. It's not at all.
At all. Like you need, because what United need to do is
Morata. Are y'all, dude? Morata.
Yeah, I think United need to like buy the best players. Because if you just keep buying
a new
the
era,
best
man.
players,
It's not the Fergie, like it's not the Fergie era where he could make the likes of Phil Jones in midfield look like a world class destroyer. Like it's not gonna happen in this era. It's just not. Did you see that? You see how important dictating how to control a game? You see how important that is at the Champions League finals. Did you see that?
Yeah, you could
level.
argue that Juventus lost the game just because of they didn't have much.
Yeah, they couldn't control. Like that's really it.
I mean, we controlled the game for 10 minutes, and the game was over pretty much. Because they invited pressure for 10 minutes, and 10 minutes cost them the Champions League.
Yep.
Let's actually talk about Juventus like losing 5 Champions League finals in a row.
Yep. What a dude! They're El Magnets. Like
they need They need
They
a
should they should just fuck the competition. Just chill. Man, what is this an indictment on Syria? Like I just
No,
want to
I
ask that
mean no,
question.
not at all. Because like they made the final, so
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's the second best league in football. But I think Spain is so good. It just constantly validates its rank as the best league in the world. I mean, what is this now? 2014, 2015, 2017. So four
I
se-
heard I heard a really interesting stat. People talk about okay, Barca Madrid, and they think it's boring or they
Mhm.
think the rivalry is overrated or the teams get a bit they get too much attention. The last four Champions Leagues have been won by Real Madrid and Barcelona. 7 of the last 11 Champions Leagues have been won by uh, Real Madrid or Barcelona. So like it's not a myth that's created by the media. No, like these are the biggest two clubs in the world, uh, and the stats show it. Like 7 out of 11 Champions Leagues, that's pretty ridiculous. So the only teams that won Champions Leagues in the last 11 years, other than Madrid and Barca, were and Bayern, and Chelsea. That's about it, pretty much, right? And
Mhm.
United, Milan, Bayern, Chelsea, and United. So
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, and I think I don't know. There's some clubs like Juventus and Atletico that just don't win European finals. I don't know. I think it's in their DNA.
Yeah, it's it's in their DNA. Let's look at what are the losses. Okay, so they
I got
lost to Madrid.
following.
The first one was Dortmund. Dortmund.
Yeah, they got slapped in the mouth by that. I was watching Del Piero on ESPN FC, and
Mm.
he said the Dortmund one, like they were favorites going into that, and they just got punched in the mouth. So that's the first one. The second one was what?
Madrid.
Madrid offside goal.
No, that's not an offside goal. I'll send you a video after the podcast, and I want you to watch it. It's a Juve fan explaining why the goal wasn't actually offside because
Did it
back in
hit
nine,
a? Oh, it was
yeah,
a different rule.
no, it's
Rule.
not even a different rule. Back in '98, they didn't have enough camera angles. So when Mijatovic was in that position, Juve's left back was coming back, but you can't see where he was at that exact moment. So people just assumed that he was in front of the ball. But it's impossible to get me a picture or a video of Juve's left back like ahead of Mijatovic. It's
Mhm.
impossible. So you cannot tell me the goal is offside or onside. Actually, it's actually impossible to tell because they simply
Yeah,
didn't have the technology back then.
that's fair.
So like it could have been offside, but they were clear favorites in that final too. Clear favorites. Like if you listen to Mijatovic and Seedorf and all the Real Madrid players that played that final, they said that they were going into the game like shitting themselves, pretty much.
Yeah, wasn't that when Heinkes was coaching?
Yeah.
And he got fired after that
Yeah,
because he
yeah.
did poorly in the
I think
league.
we finished fourth in the league. Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
and then they lost to Milan on penalties.
Yeah, that one must have stung because that's an all Italian affair.
Mhm.
Like, yeah,
And yeah,
that
I mean,
was
Milan fans were really having a field day last night.
man.
Like they were like Juventus lost 7 Champions League finals. That's as many, and then Milan have 7 Champions League trophies. So
Man, 7-2 in the finals, man. So
man,
these past two finals, like,
that's worse than LeBron in the finals.
yeah.
At least LeBron has excuses. He's played on some of the worst finals teams of all time.
Oh please.
Tosin, watch your mouth, bro. We've been
Oh
talking.
please. Oh please. Miss me with that. Miss me with that. Like I
So
ain't trying to.
yeah, that's pretty much it for the final.
Is it? Okay.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
Let's talk about Benzema. I thought he was really
Oh man,
good.
Dude,
Ben,
Bugatti Benz.
Big Ben's dude. This guy, this guy is such a great player, man.
And I was
Yeah.
just really
The
annoyed to
thing
see.
is, man, you should have seen, man, because in the first half, you can just see how people don't understand the game. Like he was getting isolated. It's hard playing striker for Madrid, man. I've noticed it because he virtually had no support on most of the time he received the ball, and he would still find the right option time and time again, and just to build up to the first goal, like.
Yeah, I was really mad because he didn't score. Like even if he scored like the 4-1 or the 5-1, because people will overlook his performance.
Yeah,
Score. And
true.
yeah, I mean it's crazy. Honestly, when you think about it, like every top striker, like if you look at Lewandowski, for example, he came out and he said that other than him, the trade like the benchmark for strikers would be Benzema. And that just shows you like he's such a top player, but it's annoying because he will probably be forgotten because he hasn't.
Ancelotti, man, Ancelotti says it like Zidane is smart. He plays Benzema. Like
Yeah, he hasn't.
Like they all know. Like everyone knows. Like
Dude,
who cares what some other dudes got to
fans
say?
don't deserve nice things, man. They wanted Morata to start over Benzema. They wanted like
Morata has never started against an actually against a respectful team and actually done well. Like every big game that he started this season, he was trash.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun stat padding against Granada, but it's against when he started against. I think he started against Sevilla. He was dog shit. Man, when he plays with Ronaldo, like if
they don't have the understanding. They don't have the feel.
You know those pass maps that they tweet. If you look at those maps for the games where Morata started with Ronaldo, the links are literally non-existent. Like they are playing in two different worlds.
Yeah.
This team is just. I mean, I think the only weakness they had this season was Colin Chow never being fit, and now they're gonna replace Colin Chow with the best teenage full left back in football. I think that just tells you how ridiculous this team is.
Yeah, I think the best way to end the Champions League talk is to talk about Casemiro. Yeah, like it's pretty crazy. He scored against Napoli, had the crucial assist against Bayern, had another assist against Atletico, and scored in the final. I mean, I know it's a deflection, but still, like, he's making the best out of,
his opportunity.
Yeah.
Like you can't hate. You can't hate on that.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't even good last night necessarily. Like I thought, he just like sometimes he actually makes really good passes, and you're like, wow. But you can tell it's not.
He
his
has
thing.
a switch. Like he has a switch. Like he has a switch in his game. Like that's all you need. Like in that position.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and I thought in the second half he played a bit higher, and Cruz dropped a bit more.
Cruz had to drop to facilitate.
And he played a bit higher, and that was nice because we won the ball much higher.
You can win. Yup, exactly. Like,
and because people talk about Cruz at DM, Cruz at DM is not great. Like he does make mistakes, but if you've got Cruz there and you've got Casemiro and Modric, then you win the ball much higher because Casemiro and Modric are just great ball winners.
Yeah. True.
So anything else?
You think we should answer questions now? Just go to questions.
Yeah, we got a lot of them. Anything on Higuain?
Just fucking bottler, man.
He doesn't even deserve to be mentioned, man. That's how much of a disgrace he is.
Honestly, wait. To be fair, okay. Opening 15 minutes,
he was good.
No.
Good.
No. He did not. No, I'm sorry. No.
Dog, you be hating, man.
Look, his assist was literally him missing the ball and Mandzukic converting. That's how bad he is. Literally, the only time he does anything good in a final is when he's fucking up. Okay? I'm sorry.
Honestly, though, Dybala too was disappointing. Like, just the front line was disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Allegri. I do think Allegri made a mistake. Like you can't play. Technically, he played two midfielders, Pjanic and Khedira. And then, I mean, I guess because Alexandro did not, because I know when you play a three, your wing backs can be midfielders. Um,
Yeah.
but Alexandro did not play like that. He was really wide, and Dani
Yeah,
Alves was
he
really
came
wide.
inside. Sometimes Alves came inside. I saw. But
It's tough because like that's
yeah,
how Juventus have been playing. But what if he dropped one of the front three for like a Marquisio? Maybe Juventus would have been tougher uh, to break down. Maybe they would have had more possession,
Mm-hmm.
especially in the second half, or more legs. Because like Isco was not that great in the first half, but in the second half he was just ripping them into pieces. Like he's
yeah.
easily receiving, easily going.
And that was smart from Zidane. Zidane just told them go out left, and
Yeah, man, Zidane. Like man,
he
Zidane
said
is
go left.
is not like Zidane deserves a lot of credit. I can't believe I'm saying this, but
Such a good.
Oh, Zidane's okay. To be fair, first half he
Yeah.
had to, but overall he deserved it, man.
yeah. But I mean, if it was any other, like if it was Pep, for example, we would talk about like a master class at halftime. We
Yeah,
talk about how
true.
Pep, like freaking said something crazy at halftime, and the players, That's why Zidane, like, it's so hard though. Like when you talk, like when you say Zidane deserves credit, because like I've been watching the team all year, and we've been so like, especially for the first half of the season, like I thought he was clueless at
Yeah,
times, but
Yeah.
in the second half of the season, man, wow, like
I mean, yeah, we talk about Zidane as like this newbie coach. He was criticized for playing Casemiro so much and playing Lucas Vasquez, but he's had just an incredible spell as a coach. We have to remember this is his first time managing top flight football, and
yeah.
no team has higher standards than Real Madrid. I like how Perez kind of took him through the ranks. First, making him from when he retired from an assistant coach to the coach of Castilla to just through the word
Was
of
it was it Perez that let him be an assistant? I thought it was Ancelotti. Like Ancelotti
yeah,
just said,
maybe
"Hey,
Ancelotti, but I
yeah."
mean,
Ancelotti just said, "Come on board." Like
it's. I think Zidane
because
was
they're
a
very close. They're very close.
Zidane was a
Ancelotti and Zidane.
project. I think I think Perez has always liked him. Obviously, he broke the transfer record for him when he was a player.
Yeah.
And the club kind of invested a lot in him as a coach, and it didn't look like it was gonna work when he was coaching the B team because the results weren't that great from what I recall. Um, but yeah, I mean, I saw a lot of people comparing him to like Ferguson at United. Obviously, that's like a bit disrespectful, but I understand where they're coming from because like
He got two CLs though.
mhm,
yeah, in 2 years he matched Ferguson's champions.
yeah.
I mean, just sit back and think about this. This guy in 12 months, he has as many Champions Leagues as Mourinho, Pep, Ferguson. Like that's
Bruh, dude, I saw something. He's won 7 titles in 372 days.
yeah, and then
It's madness.
That's crazy.
that's crazy. Yeah,
Madness. Like European football. Like, come on.
And I mean, this Zidane had no preseason with the players. He came in the middle of the season, probably like just for damage control.
Yeah.
If he fucks up, then he gets fired and he doesn't get another shot.
Man,
No,
the way his man management of this
yeah,
dude, Ronaldo, that's where he earned his money, man. The way he managed Ronaldo this season.
yeah, and you know it's crazy because Ronaldo now was like next season he won't even need to convince Ronaldo to rest because Ronaldo knows it works now and like
Yep.
like he listened to Zidane and now he probably has his fifth Ballon d'Or in the bag. So
That's dude. It's a done deal. Ronaldo's
so
copping that.
yeah, so Ronaldo probably doesn't care about, for example, like um Ronaldo didn't win the Golden Boot this year or the Pichichi or anything, but now like he knows that okay, the most important thing is that Champions League semifinal, Champions League final, big
Yep.
games. As long as
Yep.
I might
As
do
long as
my
I ball
thing.
out.
So yeah, I think that's it for the Champions League final.
Yeah, should we go to questions? We were supposed to go to questions a while
Yeah,
ago.
should I read them or do you have them?
You read them. You read some. If they end up being like redundant topics, we'll just skim over.
Okay. Top 5. This is from Tommy. Top 5 teams to win the Champions League from the year 2000 to 2017.
Fuck, that's a class
So
question.
in 2000, the first team to win it was
Not
actually
everyone should have theirs.
and,
Actually, should I go or you don't want to?
yeah, go.
I'm just doing this off cuff, so okay. Number one,
Real Madrid.
you could say Barca 2011 Barca, just because they defined a new. I guess they basically changed the way people, I don't know, perceive football. Like you can use a fucking possession mechanism to fucking, win games as your main mechanism to win games. And then I'd say second would be Madrid 2017, man. I know it's recent, but you can just see the quality in that squad. Like it's unarguable. Honestly, you could even argue them for being number one. So yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And then number 3, except from 2000 to 2017, fuck.
You're not gonna go with United?
2007 Milan. 2007 Milan.
Really? But like that team finished 4th in Serie A though.
Okay, or 2005 Milan. That team was actually stronger, even though they lost the final. But they didn't win it, so damn, this is tough.
Come on, man. You have to put Bayern,
you gotta go
Bayern 2013.
Bayern 2013. Yeah, sorry. I can't believe I didn't think of them.
How about Inter 2010?
Then then United. United 2008 would be. I think I would take United 2008 over Bayern 2013.
No.
Bro, dude, I don't give a fuck.
That Bayern team was
Cristiano 40 plus goals a season. Wayne Rooney, Tevez.
That Bayern team was
bro, dude, Boateng wasn't that good. Boateng wasn't that good in those years, in my opinion. Who else was in that?
That was literally the only thing you could say is that Dante. Well, Dante had a great season.
Dante had a great season, but still, like Lewandowski owned Dante in that final. Come on, imagine what Tevez, Ronaldo would have done.
So
dude.
Like, if you look
at that's another.
I can pretty sure
we could easily win that, dude. I don't even think that team could beat. I don't even think that team could beat the peak Chelsea team of 2000. Like,
seriously. Bayern 2013 would beat United.
Dude, they played. Dude, you gotta understand. They played a Messi. Messi was not healthy at all for that tie.
Okay.
Who else did they play?
United 08 parked the bus against the trophyless Barca that lost the league by 14 points.
Dude, what are you talking about? We still could have won that like 2-3-1. Like we had so many opportunities.
A team that you're telling me they couldn't even dominate the ball against the Barca team.
We didn't need to dominate the ball. Like
you edged it 1-0, bro. You edged it.
We didn't need to dominate the ball. Like we didn't need to do that.
And you won the final on penalties. Like, nah.
Hey, look, in the first half, inside 30 minutes, that game should have been out of sight, but it's a final. Like, that happens. And
I'm sorry,
that Chelsea team probably beats Bayern as well. Seriously. Those were titans, man. Like, those were...
Yeah, but that Bayern team is that Bayern team is a machine. That's one of the best teams you'll ever see.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Dude, Muller is easy. Dude, Muller... Dude, Mario Gomez, come on, man.
Mandzukic was the starting striker.
Oh, Mandzukic.
Yeah, and it was, bro. That was a machine.
Bro, we have Nemanja. Dude, look at Vidic and Ferdinand. You know how many clean sheets they kept? I think it's still a record till this day. Like,
I doubt. I think Juventus.
Bro, okay, maybe Juve broke it. I don't know. But Ferdinand and Vidic, they were holding records back then, clean sheet records. So,
I disagree, but I think I think we should have both in there.
Yeah, I have them third. I have United 08 third.
And Bayern fourth.
I don't know.
'09 Barca were pretty good.
No, come on, bro. How could you not have Bayern in your top five? That team was
Oh,
a
09 Barca
machine.
was better than 2013 Bayern, low-key.
What, sir?
'09 Barca were cold, bro.
They were better
Do
than
you know how dude, look at did you see them in the final? You can't get near them. Like Iniesta and that unplayable. Xavi unplayable.
I
Like
still think 2011 Barca were better though.
agreed, but
yeah. I mean,
No,
man,
no
this is
love
tough, man.
no love
And
for
like
2014 Madrid or 20.
hell no.
2015 Barca to be
Hell no. Dortmund should have beat y'all
What?
like 8-0. At,
2015.
2014 Madrid 4-0 at the Allianz Arena. Come on,
oh, true. True.
that
2015
team.
Barca beat Juventus, PSG, Bayern.
Yeah, Bayern without Robin and Ribery and Alaba.
Okay, who's
PSG
the
without
this is
half
a
their
weird
team.
question. Who's the weakest Champions League winner from those
Chelsea
years?
2012, no question. Come on.
Nah, no way.
I
No
mean,
way.
what about Porto 2000?
Liverpool
Porto, yeah, never mind. Never
2005.
mind.
Liverpool
Yeah,
2005.
my bad. Because I thought like I
Liverpool
automatically went to that. But
2005, dog. But honestly, though, Liverpool had some good matches. Like they bossed Juve. See, Juve, man,
yeah,
just habitual
because
losers
if
in
you
Europe.
who won it?
Like
Okay, so
you see this shit, like you see this trend, like. But
2000
hey,
was Madrid. 01 was Bayern. 02 was Madrid again. 03 was Milan. 04, yeah, it has to be Porto or I think Porto or Chelsea. Honestly, because that Chelsea, look at the lineup they fielded for the final, man. Like that team would fight relegation in the Premier League. If they put that
yeah.
lineup all season, they would be in a relegation battle. Like they had what's his name? Who played left wing that game? I can't remember that young guy.
Bertrand, right?
Yeah, in the Champions League final, man.
Now
Like
he's Southampton's left back. Like, I mean,
that's mad.
yeah. Yeah.
And they actually won. Like that's crazy.
True. Yeah.
Um,
So another question. Let's go.
Everyone did survive.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. From FG, has Cristiano proven that he's the GOAT, a Champions League player? And what are his chances to win the World Cup with Portugal?
Dude, those are pretty high chances, man. Like,
Yo, if he wins the World Cup, damn, like,
hey,
God
yo,
forbid, man.
yo,
God
kid,
forbid.
yo,
I
Abdul,
can't have
Abdul,
Ronaldo. I
Abdul,
can't.
you, I think you kind of acquiesce to the fucking sentiment that Ronaldo is top five all time. Just admit, like,
No, like,
He is.
do
no,
you
Ronaldo.
agree now? Like, do you think he's top five all time?
Okay, like honestly, he's definitely top 10, top five. I said like I would have to think like it's honestly complicated. You would have to list a shit ton of players and just
Because this has completed like this is huge for his legacy. This final was huge for his legacy, and he delivered, man. He
yeah, like
fucking delivered.
honestly
Like,
he's our like greatest ever player. Like I can't deny that anymore.
yup,
Like,
exactly. Oh, fucking good dude.
like I can't deny that. But yo,
Fucking
like
Avid
Ronaldo
Hazard
can't win a
right
World Cup, man. Like
there.
I
All
can't
you
have
fucking
Ronaldo.
dude, you fucking Ronaldo haters, man. Y'all
No,
used
I'm
to
not a Ronaldo hater though. Like
back
okay,
then,
like I
man.
technically am, but like I hate him for a reason because like when he wasn't performing, like okay, even you said it at the start of the season. Ronaldo didn't look like a professional footballer.
Yeah.
Like you said it on the Hangout, I think before. Like
I
he
think that was
was.
fatigue, man, from that international tournament. Seriously.
What's crazy though? Abdul was like one of the majority. You know, I swear, like so many Madrid fans, 6 months ago or something, were saying like, "Oh, Ronaldo's a fraud. We need to sell him." But like now he's just. I mean, I can't lie. He probably deserves Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Yeah, his 2017 has been unbelievable. Like since that game against Napoli where he ended Koulibaly's career, like since
Yo,
that game, he has been unstoppable.
yeah, he's been balling, man. No doubt about it.
Yeah, to reply to that question, like, is he the greatest Champions League player ever?
It's just I would still say Messi first,
No, I'd
but
still say Messi because, look, I'll always take Messi over Ronaldo. That's just a fact because of what they do over 90 minutes. Right? Messi offers way more. Um,
yeah,
despite like if you look at Ronaldo, Ronaldo has been a goal scorer for the past 3 or 4 years. Um, yeah, Messi is just a better player, but like you cannot deny Ronaldo being um, top 10
he's
all
top
time,
two
arguably top
in
5
terms
all
of
time.
Champions League player, best
Oh,
Champions
Champions League top 2, obviously. It's just him or
easily
Messi.
top two. It's him, yeah, exactly. Like that's what that is. But,
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, moving on.
let's see.
Pep 2011 Barca or Zidane's 2017 Madrid? That's from Uzman.
Zidane. I mean, no, Pep. What am I saying?
Yo, this dude is a low key madridista, man.
No, I'm not. No, I meant to say Pep.
Yeah.
I misspoke. No, Pep.
No, it's not. Yo, if anyone believes it's Zidane, you're entitled to that. Seriously,
Um,
Sure.
dude, they've won 3 in 4 years. Pep's Barca
in
didn't do that.
terms of,
So
in terms of, okay, like honestly, 2011 Barca were like their football was just something else. Like I can't deny that.
Yeah.
yeah, it was from
Um,
another planet.
if we're just talking on strictly the one season, then obviously 2011 Barca, because like 2011 Barca were like their football is just more um there's just better than this Madrid team. If you're talking about the generation itself, then
That would be a
you
mad
back to
matchup,
back
though.
man, like 3 Champions Leagues in 4 years, that's mad. Like
If they
Yeah.
played in a one-off game, what
who
would
would
you pick?
win?
Dude,
Um
either side could, honestly. I'm telling you, it's a one-off game.
Because Barca can. I mean, Madrid. Yeah, they can kill you via. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're the best team in the world by far. But Barca, for me, they were so much more dominant. I mean, Madrid, especially Madrid. Think of how many games we've seen where they go behind and then they come back. You know, I mean, and can you do that against Pep's Barca? I'm not sure.
Well, they didn't go behind in the final, or
Go behind against Bayern.
yeah, but still, even dude, look at the mentality of this team, man. This team could beat any team in history in a one-off game, I believe. Seriously, like look at the players they have. It's ridiculous. Like,
yeah, I mean you can't really answer honestly I can't answer that question. Like the Madrid fan part of me obviously would say 2017 Madrid. But like 2011 Barca were just like if
yeah,
you just look at
they're
that year, they were just they won the same. They won the league and the Champions League, just like this current Madrid team, but they were just that little bit more impressive,
yeah.
um, in my opinion. Okay,
Yeah.
moving on.
Moving on.
Should Barca attempt to purchase Ozil from Arsenal?
That's actually a good question, honestly.
Yeah, what do you think, guys?
I mean,
Hell no, in my opinion. Where would you play? You have MSN, like, because if you have MSN, then Ozil has to play
Yo,
as an
Ozo,
interior.
yo, make him a controller. Yeah, it could work. Why
Nah,
not?
bro, nah.
Just replace Iniesta,
He
put
offers
Ozil
fuck all
there,
off the ball, man.
put Ozil there, and then get a box-to-box destroyer like Alan in Napoli, and let's go. Like,
He
Wait,
offers nothing off the ball, though.
Alana's not that good. Like, chill with that.
hey, dude, nah, he's a good player. He's a solid player. What do you? He's not bad.
Yeah, honestly, Ozil's like current situation is pretty crazy because like he actually kind of has to renew because no one wants him.
Yeah, that's
Like,
Man, y'all tripping, man. Man, honestly, I think I might have to bid Ozil after that fucking tweet, man. congratulating Madrid.
He
That's
always
a
does it
weak-
like every season,
Man,
bro.
why, dog? That shit weak, bro. That's so weak.
And I mean, to be fair, after Madrid sold him, they've won 3 Champions Leagues.
Yeah, all the Arsenal Ozil fans have disappeared, man. Like they would come out say shit like Wilshere bossed Modric in uh 2008 or some random
Yeah,
shit like that.
Modric is arguably the greatest midfielder of his generation.
And
Like,
then they came up with the Madrid don't win league titles because Modric isn't good enough. And if they had Ozil, they would win league titles. And yeah,
oh man, that was just a bunch of shit. Just a bunch of shit. Like, just yeah.
yeah. Ozil. If I'm Ozil, I would try to like find a way to get to Bayern.
Where do you play?
That's the thing, especially that Ancelotti got rid of him when he was in Madrid, right? He like
Yeah.
Ancelotti didn't mind getting rid of him. So if that doesn't work, now just renew with Arsenal because where else are you gonna go, right?
Yeah.
Just live in London, make 300 grand a week, and enjoy the rest of your career. Like.
Yeah. Next question.
Which club in the world actually needs Alexis?
Juventus. After what I saw, Bayern. Yeah, Juventus, Bayern, PSG. Yeah,
Yeah.
those clubs.
A good
Those
choice.
clubs.
Like they're getting a Aubameyang, which I have no idea why they would.
That is an absolutely horrendous decision. I
Makes
don't
no
understand.
sense, man.
No, they're saying, dude, I was this. I think it was Julian Laurent. I think he made the point that they want to get him there as like him playing off of Cavani as like a number 10 or something.
Mhm.
When I heard that
retarded.
shit, I spat out my drink. Like what?
Tosin, do you know that Aubameyang hasn't scored a goal from outside the box this season? So how are you gonna play him off Cavani? Like, if you're playing with someone, if you're playing with a second striker, that second striker has to be able to score from outside the box. Like Dybala, for example, he has
Like
that
Del
quick.
Piero, classic, like or anything.
Yeah, like you cannot play with. It's just dumb. Like Aubameyang is a top player, but it's stupid. I think Milan should probably go for Aubameyang. That would be a good
He
signing.
wouldn't come on. He wouldn't. He wouldn't play Champions League. Like he
But I
would
think
find that-
if you pay him, you could get him.
Thoughts
would like-
on Milan's project.
What about him to United?
Yo, Milan are serious.
No, they're serious. They're
These
totally.
guys
Man,
are.
we always say this shit like before every summer, dog. Like
Dude, these are good sign. They finally got money now. I mean, last season they had what? Like, they got Matias Fernandez and Jose Sosa and Lapadula. They were like, now they're getting Kessie and Musacchio and
yeah, Musacchio, that's a great signing.
The Rodriguez guy, left back. What's his name?
Ricardo.
Yeah, and they're getting Morata, Belotti, or Aubameyang, one of the three. And yeah, like they're getting.
Wow, that would be a sick team. Low key.
Yeah, they might get what's his name, the Lazio, the Malayan guy,
Keita Balde, yeah.
Keita Balde, Bilia. I don't rate him, but that's a body in there. They might get Tolisso. They're in for Tolisso. They might get him.
I'm interested to see where those Leon cats go. Like, I'm really interested.
Yeah, Serie A should be really fun next season. Like Spalletti with Inter. Inter are gonna get James most likely. James Icardi. That's fun.
Damn, James really gonna. Yeah, Manchester United don't want him, so still, yeah.
But like that's a good move because like I think Icardi and James in Serie A, I think they get top 4 because next season Serie A get 4 spots.
Oh, true.
So that's Champions League football, in my opinion.
I think for you, what do you think Juventus need? Because they've become so close 2 times in 3 years now. And Buffon's got, 1 year left? What do they need?
Yeah, I mean, Buffon has to win it next year, right? Because he's done after the World Cup.
Sure, he's done. I mean, unless he, I don't know, pulls a...
Buffon's going to play in the World Cup?
Yeah, he is. He's retiring after the
Man.
World Cup. Yeah.
Dang, man, just elongating his career, like it's crazy.
It's a bit like unfair
Like,
to
come on, yeah,
Donnarumma.
like that exactly. Like, bro, let that dude grow. Like,
Yeah, but you know,
I mean,
um,
not like Alex Moret and all these great
you
goalkeepers.
know what? I think Juventus will win the Champions League next season.
no, they're not. It's not easy to go back to back. It's you
Well,
make that final, you win that shit. You better
No,
win
but
that shit.
I see something like the Bayern thing where Bayern made it in 2010, they lost, and then 2011 they didn't make the final, and then 2012 they lost, and then 2013 they finally won it. I have a feeling Juventus might. You know, they lost in 2015,
No, man.
and
The history is just too serial losers, man. Like,
because like honestly, who? Because when you look at next year's Champions League, Bayern are on the decline, Barca are on the decline most likely. Um, and then you've just got Madrid. So I don't see why if Juventus upgrade on the squad, why they can't make another final.
oh, but you're not. There's a footballing renaissance going on in Carrington. Just so you know,
where?
in Carrington, Manchester United. You know, we're gonna win the Champions League next season.
You have no shame, man.
Oh, we're gonna win the Champions
Look,
League next season, man.
I'll
Mourinho.
honestly be impressed. I'll honestly be impressed if United get out of the groups. I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass.
Oh,
Like
dude, that's not gonna happen, bro. We're gonna fucking win the damn thing. What are you
I'm like
talking about,
looking at the signings they're looking at. I'm gonna be impressed if they get out of the groups.
man?
Honestly, like,
If Mourinho can take Sherla, Oscar,
bruh, Mourinho is not the
and
same he
all
was.
these dudes to Champions League semifinal against Atleti, like,
He's not the same manager he once was,
hey,
man. Like, let's be honest. Like,
what do you mean? Okay, did you guys have any qualms with Mourinho's approach to the Europa League final? Like,
yeah, I had a lot of problems with it.
what was the problem? What was the problem?
First of all, Ajax are like pretty shit, and he
They were
got him
at
early. And instead of killing the game off against a bunch of kids that were clearly, um, that were the moment was too big for them, he literally just brought them back into the game. Like I don't like anything could have happened, and Ajax could have maybe nicked a goal. Any mistake, and one of United center back gets
No,
injured or anything, and
United were in cruise control. Truly, like
how are you in cruise control
there
if the
were no
opponent passed the
moments. There were
ball?
no moments. I saw no moments of. There were no. They posed no threat at all
Wait, but
towards our
like, are
goal.
United a big club or no? Because like, if sorry, yeah, if you're a big club, then surely in your project
We're a
shouldn't
big club.
be.
Big clubs win finals. We won the finals, so that's what it is. You know.
But like United have a struggle. Okay. United have to have a proactive approach in big games if they want to win a league or a Champions League. Because every big game this season, Mourinho has pretty much sat back
Wait till
and
he gets his personnel this summer. Like
and
all of these, you want to know what I truly believe? These Perisic, Morata rumors, they're just smoke screens
For what?
for a player of dude, Gareth Bale he did not start in his home city. He probably feels embarrassed.
As he
He
should.
he might want an outlet. Like United might offer him that. Dude, and the minute Bale comes into England, he's the best player in the league. That's the fact. Like
yeah, I agree, but
that's
Overall,
so
really?
that's a possibility. So who knows, man? Like,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know.
You want to answer like one more question before we just wrap this up, or one or two?
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to catch the thing, the party at the Bernabeu just started.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And
Um,
let's go Warriors, man. Let's slap them dudes 2-0. Let's go up 2-0 in the series. KD.
LeBron's going off tonight. I'm telling
Oh,
you. Like,
please.
Oh.
Please. No jumper. No jumper. Let's go.
thoughts on? Okay, that's a bit repetitive. Yeah, okay. Xavi or Cruz?
Okay. Skip that question and go to the next question.
Why?
Hey, it's arguable, man.
Yeah, nah.
Bro, it's arguable. Bro,
Cruz is
look at
only
what the man has
27.
won. He's 27. Look at what he's winning, dude. Like at this arc, like going on to like maybe 31. Yeah, I think he may surpass Xavi. Like it's gonna, dude.
I mean, that's just my.
He has a great World Cup. He had a great World Cup in 2014. He's had multiple world class Champions League campaigns and league campaigns. Like, what do you mean? Like, okay, he's not as transcendent as Xavi was in terms of a philosophy of play, but still, it's arguable at this point. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, like he's 27, and Cruz is the type of player that when you look at his style of play, I mean, he could play at a world class level until he's like 33. So
You know,
you've got
it's funny. Just
6 more
like
years, possibly.
watching the celebrations for in the Bernabeu, and like I remember the celebrations for the treble in Camp Nou, like it was just yesterday. And after that celebration, we signed Alish Vidal and Arda Turan, and Madrid are about to sign, two amazing prospects in. Well, they're gonna bring back Marcos Llorente, and they're gonna sign Theo Hernandez. And I mean that
And
just
Apparently Mbappe is a huge possibility right now because we're getting like 90 million for winning the Champions League, and Perez wants to invest that.
really need him though. I don't know. I mean, it's tough because Benzema has been so good lately.
Yeah,
Still, it's a reinforcement. That's what Madrid are
I mean,
about.
because if Morata leaves, we
That's
need another striker. Because Zidane said
exactly.
Yeah,
he
I
wants
guess
to have two strikers all the time.
Bale too.
Sorry?
I only see that happening if you sell Bale as well as Morata.
No, I mean Bale's not leaving. I don't think Bale
Yeah,
leaves.
I don't think Bill leaves. Honestly, I was just
Yeah, I don't think. I think Bale maybe leaves after the World Cup if he has another um poor season or like a bunch of injuries. But yeah,
yeah.
he gets at least another season.
How does he feel? How would you feel if you're Bill? Like you were the most expensive player in the world at a point in time, and you've just gone through a season through Madrid's most. This has probably been the best season in Madrid's recent history, and you didn't matter. Like
Factor. I mean, he was great in the start of the season. Let's be real. But after
yeah, he was.
he's been terrible since like he's either been terrible or injured since September. I mean, that's a pretty big L, especially when your team wins has the greatest season like in its recent history. That's a pretty big L.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. So y'all just is Abdul you still there? Or okay. Yeah, let's just wrap this up, man. So this has been the FT podcast.
Yeah.
Um we'll probably decide to come back and talk about a lot of transfer rumors and see
Yep.
like, how the overall scope of what next season should look like. Honestly, man, next season's Champions League should be dynamite with all the teams there. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Really? I mean, like Bayern and Barca are on the decline unless they big
Yeah, but
transfers.
there's so many good like up and coming teams, man. It's more than just the elites.
Do you think the Real Madrid are clear favorites next year? Or do you think it's
Honestly, you can't argue against it. Like, yeah. The thing is, look how oh,
What?
did Abdul leave? I think he did, and we're
Uh,
still live. Like that's weird.
no, I think I don't know. Whatever.
Oh shoot, you're both on FT.
What?
Oh man, how are we gonna? Yo, Abdul, You're both on the FT like Google profile.
You want me to end it now?
Yeah.